going the same route in towards A multiple times, in which JHM and STYKO were able to sort of defend it fairly well. I mean, they were able to get, 4 kills, leaving it in just a 1v2, which was fantastic. But let's get into it. Ancient, the second map, maybe the final one as well, but we'll have to wait and see on that front as we dive into the action. It's going to be B8 versus Apeks. This time we get to see the pistol round, and Apeks, again, starting out on the T side. First shot's going to be coming through. Kaganito going to be able to find the hedge on SNTL, gaining them the advantage alongside MPL getting tagged heavily. There is a kit from the player Baz. He's also got a smoke for that retake. Holding this corner though, they're going to have to make sure the molder isn't dropped. I think he just got shot by his own teammate there. JHM's going to be able to find 2. Nork with the second one as well, coming in for the trade, but Captain Kirk can be smacking back, but he's going to be the last one left alive, and not for long. With only finding 2 kills on the side of B8 and the bomb going down, they are going to be at a big disadvantage here.
And not going to be happy with that one. It was a nice little rollover from Apeks. Just completely rushed through the B8 defensive line. Going for a slightly more robust buy than what we'd seen. Oh, there you go. They swapped it out. They swapped it out. We're looking down. We're looking at potentially 2 AKs, but instead, just 1 AK, complemented by Galil and 3 MAC-10s. So they'll have a little bit of cash to carry with them into the next round. And I mean, this should be a really easy round for them to come out on top of. So theoretically, it should be a full save or full whatever.
See the Zeus flying through the air there. The lightning strike, as it were. Doesn't quite connect with Kaganito here. MPL going to be hiding around the corner. Might catch a player off guard. No, jumps away. Position known. Should be a fairly walk like you were saying. But at the same time, I respect the fact that Apeks are, taking their time on this front. JHM being alone with AK is a dangerous play, but he's going to be able to find the first kill. Checking his gun out may well lose him the action if he's not careful. He doesn't check the angle. There's a player right behind him, but the turnaround. He gets dropped. And that owner going to be trying to do his best to do some damage. Not going to happen. The sniper that is the MAC-10 takes care of business.
Yeah, super clean. Bonus was the word I was looking for. They do save the weapons, but it's, technically a bonus. And it's full, and they're going to be happy. Very much to be expected. Exactly how we thought that round was going to go. Now we start to see if Bait can push back a little bit. Pistol rounds tend to be a little 50-50, and then, on the T side, you can really snowball off of that in the second round. Really, when we get to the third, when your CTs actually have weapons in hand, that's where you start to see how well they can mount some sort of a defense.
UMP, we do not see that very often. Its armor pen is pretty good. Can be fairly useful in these kind of situations where you haven't got the full enough money. You decide to not opt in for the standard MP5. Well, not MP5, I'm talking about MP9. JHM going to be clearing down this mid position. Standard smoke going out towards red room. Lots of utility already used over towards this B site. It's going to be allowing Apeks to know that they, could make a move towards this position if they so wish, but taking mid control is going to garner them a lot of movement. JHM with the AK, Sense with the MAC-10, 69 HP left on the lad, holding this angle. He gets dropped. Sense wins that fight, picks up an A1. He is rather low, 17 bullets still left in the magazine. That's more than enough. Now they're going to be closing down in towards A. Got no one coming in from the A main position. SNTL is able to find the kill on STYKO. They're able to switch on down, but it's going to be Sense with the A1. Owner on site is going to be dropping on in. Gets the first initial kill. Backstab on Kaganito. Baz takes the kill on JHM. He was far too greedy, and Owner picks up 2. Turns a loss into a win. Good round.
There's definitely a little bit of messiness there from Apeks, right? Like not clearing out the boxes towards the back of A sites. Bit unfortunate, and it's a very easy kind of swing off of that. I will say Sense kind of making up a little bit for his misplay on Anubis earlier. He was holding that angle and he doesn't hit the shot. This time around, a cheeky little swing with the MAC-10 opens up things very nicely, but unfortunately, follow-up isn't what it needs to be. And starting it off with the smoke spray and still getting a second?
Yeah, Sense went in for the spray and unfortunately was hitting absolutely nothing. SNTL also able to find a kill. This should be a fairly one and done round, making it an equalizer. But it's not over yet. STYKO going to be peeking up on, going to be able to find the first kill, but the trade coming out quickly as NPL takes care of business. nawwk, the last one left alive, and he has to now survive for 1 minute and 15 seconds, Sam.
I mean, that round ended before it even started. I'm still reeling at Captain Kutka being able to get 2 so early on in the round there and just not punished at all. Takes a tickle of damage. The mid control here was fantastic. Very little more that Apeks could do. Like you said, right, nawwk, I mean, time is not a problem if he actually wants the time to attempt something, but if he's trying to save, the chances of him holding onto this weapon for another 30 seconds, they dwindle as Bait realize he is, I mean, at this point, they know exactly where he is. There is no chance in hell that he is anywhere other than right here. And they can hunt this if they choose to.
You know, there's, more potential positions, but in general, yeah, it's a known line of positions. Yeah. I do like the fact that they have not gone in for the chase, because they don't have the economy to support it, and if they can go through this with all 4 players, which they have, it's looking absolutely fucking standard for them as they come through into this. B8 with lots of money in their bank. SNTL with 6.5k. That may well just be a... Actually, no, this is... Yeah, no AWP for this round. It would not be the round to upgrade on versus a pistol or force.
Yeah, I think making sure that you hold that back for another round. And I mean, this is a great round for them to just farm up a little bit of that extra cash as well. You know you're coming up against basically a full save, aside from the 1 AK that they managed to hold on to from the previous round. So try and dominate on that front. Shut them down as quickly as possible. A little bit of util over towards B. Has not drawn an over rotation, and I've been really impressed with Bait and the fact that they don't get, well, baited. They do really well at waiting for that information and not kind of pressing the accelerator unnecessarily.
The best they could really hope for on this front is get a plant down, get some extra money going forward. Any more than that would be a little bit beyond the pale. STYKO is going to be the first one to go down, but they are able to find a kill with that Glock. That means they can have an extra gun on here. Bomb should be able to go down. NPL is going to be able to find a kill on one of the players. It's NPL as well. They're just going to be blasting through them. Like I said, all they should really hope for here is the bomb plant. They managed to get a kill in the process as well. Jönköping can just wait here, try and stay alive, and offline kills. Unfortunately, his spray is it's not going to be good enough.
One round deficit now. A lot to be done still. Bait can be at least happy that they're continuing a solid streak. Apeks have to come up with an answer. The 2 rounds that they won were pistol and force. They have not won a gun round yet. And apparently the answer is a B rush? Those mollies stall them out so massively. So what would have been a rush now has to be a far more well-executed
Oh, Jacob is in a good position. Kakanito through the wall is going to be able to find a kill. It's going to be NPL again and trade there with Sense as he burns this enemy alive. The bomb does get planted. Oh, he does get tagged, but he stays alive. Utility is lacking. STYKO's the only one with any sense of utility now as the last smoke does go down. But this is a perfect time in here. Through... Oh, another smoke was placed. Actually, Baz from Caves able to find a kill. They're going to be pushing on through. Some kit damage is done. Kakanito through the smoke. Gets the kill on Baz and also another one onto Oda. Fantastic plays. He's going to get 3. We missed most of them, but what a play coming out from him.
4, in fact, in that round. Beautifully done there. Jeez. I mean, this is it, right? When you have someone that can step up to that point and can bring back a round that seems to be losing its legs and getting a little bit unstable. Fantastic. The problem is they can't rely on that. Because those hero moments, while they're amazing, they're not consistent. Not for... Unless you're Donk, right? Like, it's just not a consistent thing.
Yeah. Trades right off the bat. Cynthia are going to get burnt alive, but stays alive as they take advantage in some form anyway. Single nade could take him out. Luckily, there's none on the map. STYKO, aware that someone's in cave. Oh, almost walks into the bullets there. Wouldn't have killed him, but it would have been a good indicator for SNTL. Sense over towards A main. Look at the peek on through. The player's going to be peeking around. Catch him off guard. They get the kill. That firmly puts them in advantage. A two-man advantage is at that. 8k upgrade for Captain Kurt. Over towards B. There you go. STYKO wins the duel. Loses a lot of HP and his teammate in the process. He hasn't got the bomb in hand either, so he's going to have to wait for the go for the kills. This is a chance to find the first one. Gets one, flicks back, misses. Captain Kurt gets 4 kills.
Bait are brazen. They are so confident on this map. It genuinely does not feel like there's major discomfort. Yes, there was one round where, you know, Kakanito goes absolutely nuts and gets 4 kills. But here we have a round where things start to look a little bit dicey, but they hold up. They managed to get themselves back into a much tighter position. You know, you've got one player alone on B, 2 have to rotate over from A. The B player just chills. He waits. He doesn't peek unnecessarily. Once the 2 A players come in, sure, eventually the B player does end up dying, but the swing is good. And so the round is won, and that's so important. So this CT side is looking so well coordinated, so strong. And Apeks are struggling. They're already doing better than they did the last time around on this map. Last time, they only got 1 round on their T side. So definitely seeing some signs of improvement in that regard. But, I mean, if B8 continue with this form, Apeks are in some serious trouble.
You know what? Apeks can't do any worse than they did last time they played
At least.
B8 on this. And, I mean, to be fair, they're doing better. Because, like you mentioned earlier, they got 1 round on their T side before. So, a slight improvement, but it's not enough. And we can see there is a slight difference in how they're playing. Both of these sides aren't in the most optimal position right now. B8 definitely got the upper hands, but on the T side, you can do a lot better with less. Smoke's coming out, going to be coming up that CT spot, and Donut entrance. Now the execution's going to be coming out. Owner does get flashed, but the Molotov comes through, denies them initial push. Molotov going to be pushing the players out over towards A, and the bait has come through, and it's worked fantastically. As we see now the players executing over towards this B site. They're going to go in for the plant. nawwk loses the fight. This means that they're going to be fully clotheslined here if they're not careful. Kakanito winning that fight was so crucial. In towards cave he goes. He peeks on in, gets the duel, wins it. Bait. They need to, yeah, they just have to save. They got played. What a fantastic bait play from Apeks.
I mean, I was just praising Bait for the fact that they don't over-rotate too early and that they generally are pretty well disciplined in waiting things out and getting that early information. But this time around, they just bought into it. Hook, line, and sinker. And Apeks take full advantage. Kakanito with another 2k. And I have to ask myself, you know, after you got that second kill, I thought, oh, are the hero plays consistent? But Bait not going to give him the opportunity. And instead will pull back and hold on to their weapons. The right call to make, especially when you take a look at their money, because despite what a strong start to the half it's been for them, it's been very close, and they consistently lose far more players than they'd want to. So Apeks going to be very happy with how that one turned out. More of that, please. But will Bait fall for it a second time?
I honestly don't think Apeks would go for it a second time here. They're not going to do a bait on the previous map. Oh, the push down mid. Taking on, almost going to get dropped instantly. He needs to chuck that gun away. Instead, it's going to be a SNTL, and Baz getting mowed down by Kakanito. He's currently leading the charge with 11 kills on this map. Not that far behind him is Captain Kurtka on the 8 kills. Owner replacing the position of a SNTL is able to get revenge here. might just be enough to strengthen up this this B position. We want to see JKM try and do something in towards the CT spawn, but he has such low HP. It's going to be dangerous. Owner, Captain Kirk, going to be making their way down this B ramp position. Footsteps. The Lord peeking around the corner. Oh, wasn't fast enough to save his teammate's life. That's the bomb dropped as well, Sam. It's a lot of information. JKM might get caught off guard here from the player on his left-hand side. He's not going to clear it. Never mind. Catches it just in time. Smoke going down. His teammates dying all around him. Him and nawwk, last two left alive. They don't have hold of the bomb at the moment. For some reason, nawwk decided not to pick it up. They've got 38 seconds. JKM is going to be the one that has to try and back off and pick it up, but they have no idea where owner is at. Expect the push over towards the other side. Low bullets, and they could hear that as well, but from behind it's going to be nawwk. They don't even need the bomb, Sam. A dangerous play, but they survived with 2, but only just.
That should never have been that close. I mean, well done to Bait for keeping it incredibly expensive. But good lord, Apeks losing out so many of their players so quickly. I do respect the play though. I respect the decision to instead push these last 2 players. You know you have a pincer. You know that at least one of your 2 should be able to clean it up. So, well done there. And again, it's a pistol kill with a USP this time.
Wow. All right.
Not much more.
Cleaned up. JKM's going to get bullied here by pistols. He almost died in the previous round. To a deagle spray through the smoke. Or tapping away with it. Survives. 2-round lead. They've got double the rounds they had last time they played Bait, and honestly, I can see more of the second half of Anubis coming through here from this side on Apeks. They're actually performing, you know, a little bit better. A little bit more smoothly. Oh. Good initial. Molotov going to be coming out here as well. Nate to follow up. JKM is going to end up on the brunt of that one. He gets dropped. Baz. It's killed by nawwk to open up this B site. The rotation's coming on through. Molotovs are down. Backstab may well be coming in. Never mind. Gonna get denied. Skakanito is able to push all the way forward. NPL does take care of business in towards mid. JKM's now dead. And STYKO towards cave. Gets the kill. And that's the bomb locked. STYKO gonna have a difficult time trying to cross it. Flash comes out. This gives away the game. Oh, out of bullets. 5 more bullets there. He would be able to kill the bomb holder. Stents pushes on towards CT. Gets dropped. NPL going for the perfect trade. STYKO almost gets dropped through the wall there. But keeps it together. Picks up the final kill. And again, an expensive round. But this time, that was the second to last round of this half. And Apeks may well be looking at a 4-round, you know, lead going into the second half, Sam.
Some serious improvements since the last time that they played on this map. But can we just take a moment to appreciate that Kakanito is 16-6 at the moment? I mean, man literally rolled up to this map, pulled out his backpack and said, "Get in, losers." It's phenomenal to see that they're performing so much better, but it does leave a lot of question marks that they're relying so heavily on one player to do well. And this is not to say that the rest of Apeks aren't, you know, performing their roles well, but they're definitely not getting the same value that Kakanito is. So a little bit of a concern there, but hell, if it works, if it gets them through this map that has, you know, been a bit of a sore spot for them over the last few days as they've remembered and reminisced on how bad that beatdown was previously. And I said, you know, picking into this map, it's either confidence or a severe lapse in judgment. Clearly it was confidence, and it's paying off.
Early nade down mid, not going to catch JKM off guard this time round. Down the ramp we go, 3 MP9s. I love this kind of play, but they're going to get burnt alive. They're going to have to run away. Sets gets dropped. That's going to be an MP9 galore. Unfortunately, the MP9 player over towards A is unable to contest. 3 rifle players. Kakanito quickly in towards Donut. Gets the drop on them, and now over towards the CT spawn. Not falls far too short. His AWP gets dropped, gets picked up, and now they're going to go back over towards Donut. Kakanito's well read on this. How are they going to play for this? STYKO, perfect initial kill. Causes a bit of a distraction. They're going to have to try and focus around that position. SMPL and Owner. And look at this. Kakanito, he lines them down, knocks them through. And now Baz left in a 1v2. MP9 galore. He finds the first kill. USB in hand. The bomb is ticking. He has to hold it down. He's got no time to do anything else. And he's going to be able to pull out the pond. No, last second. Kakanito, he denies them it. Fantastic plays. And we go into a break.
Well, Apeks definitely putting up one hell of a fight here on the second map. 8-4. A much better performance than we saw from them a few days ago. But we're not at the end just yet. Now need to get through their CT side. Kicking things off nicely with a beautiful dink.
I love it. Pushing onto the side. SMPL is going to be able to find the kills alongside Baz. Sense is going to be trying to save the day. It's going to be a little bit too late. The bomb's looking to go down. That is the one thing you really have to deny. But getting the round is just as crucial. Apeks are not that far away from a win here. But also, at the same time, very far away. I do like the switch over to the Glock, to be honest. If you're running and gunning, it's a far better option than the USP. MPL now just going to be sitting around the corner, waiting for the kill to come to him. Interesting. Apeks aren't even attempting this. And honestly, kudos in a lot of ways, because nawwk has armor. So he can upgrade if he wishes next round, or he can just save it. Same for Sense. So this is actually a high value sort of position for them to be in. Rather than going in for the kills, which, you know, you do get money for, so may well have been worth.
Yeah, I mean, Apeks, so holding on to the armor, denying some kills onto bait, not the worst decision in the world to make. And now they can come into this, and obviously being on the CT side, they are at a slight economical advantage. So, despite how that round went out, I'm still not a fan of forcing on round 2. But again, they're showing that confidence, and with how they played that first half, I don't necessarily hate this. It just has to pay off absolute dividends.
Seven upgrade. Interesting. JK, sitting in the smoke. MP9 upgraded too. It does look like it's going to be sort of set up. Positionings and owner and Baz just put the execution there on the 5-7 player who could have just waited, but went in for the informational play. May cost them dearly going forward. NPL. It's playing it smart. Lighting up the smoke. It's going to be going out. There we go. Look, needle in hand. He doesn't even get a chance to take a shot. Round's over. Unless Sense can do something crazy here. And I just don't believe that it's going to be possible. There's such a barrage of players pushing here. He may not even make it out alive. Cynthia actually goes over the peak, which he hadn't done. Oh. He spots him jump away. It's a little bit too late to go in for the chase.
Unfortunately, the high risk, high reward. It was all the risk and none of the reward. Not even a single kill to put in their back pocket and take that to the bank for the next round. And they're going to be forced to hold on to 2 of their weapons. Assuming they're going to be allowed to. Ona coming in on the scout here. Oh, Nork. Instantly forced off of the angle, but it's going to make holding onto these weapons so much more difficult. And they don't care about losing the MAC-10. They'll send this to deal with those final weapons any day of the week because they know they can reinvest into this really easily. But Apeks going to deny it from happening, hold on to their weapons, and make sure that they've got a little bit of something to bite back with because now, having forced into that last round, there's no money. There's not much that they can do here. They've kind of let that trickle away, so a 4-round lead trickles down to a 2-round lead. Could very easily become just a 1-round lead. Could even be a tied-up scoreline if Bait play their cards right.
Highly likely, with the back and forthness we've seen in the previous map from these two teams. MPL, is he going to check the angle? Smoke comes out, doesn't matter. They still get the shots in. Sense going to be good for 1, but traded out almost immediately by Baz. Yeah, they don't care for losing the single player. They just need to get the rounds up and on the board. Saving the armor on Nork would be good. The rest of the players less important on this front. So saving that a little bit of extra money into the following round would be good. Oh, Ona mows a couple of them down. Trade does come through, but Baz, even from a distance, may well be able to beat out the scout, and that he does. Down to 14 HP, but survives anyway.
Not doing a little bit of breakdancing there, trying to survive, but unfortunately that's going to be that gun taken away. Full reinvesture for Apeks. First gun round. Last round should have been their first gun round, but they gambled. And they lost their money. And unfortunately, that's going to potentially leave them on a bit of a knife's edge. Obviously, they'll have full lost round bonus. Round lost bonus even. At the end of the next round. So they'll at least have some cash to play with after this force, and I guess that's kind of what they were banking on, just in case this didn't work out, which it didn't.
Over towards A. We've seen a couple of players from B8 go. They get the initial information, cause the drop of utility. Be a good turnaround for them. Burn out that utility. Apeks spread across the board here. No one sort of having a dedicated mid control here. Red room gonna get smoked out. It's gonna be potentially bringing some more attention to it. Sense gonna be watching red room now. Molotov thrown deep. Gonna give them a decent boundary to play with here. In towards the donut they go, and there will be a Senthiel coming in from the A main position eventually. You can see he's now moving. In position, JKM gonna be able to find that first kill. Good for the second, good for the third. Thanks to a fantastic smoke from his teammate. Does get dropped in the process. They have the advantage. 1v3, 1v2. Senthiel doing a fantastic job entering onto site. JKM is going to be low HP. He could get found here. Smoke, sorry, flash comes out. Good distraction. Naught comes in, finishes the job, gets the kill. Exactly what they needed. They did lose 3 players though, Sam.
I mean, JKM kind of cosplaying Kaganito a little bit in that one, but only good for 3, not 4. Still fantastic work done there. I will say it's probably worth mentioning. I think Kaganito ended on 20 kills at the end of the last half. So yet to pick up one in this half. But the fact that he had 20 after the first half was absolutely ridiculous. Still sitting on a 2.0 KD. So lots of time to turn things back around. But Apeks don't allow the score lines to equalize. Instead, they will maintain their lead. APL has an AWP in hand.
He's boosted up at the moment. Nade comes through, delivers a lot of damage. That can make a big difference for getting these the kills on these 3 players. Sense is going to be a little bit low on bullets now, so he has to be careful on how much he expends. Nork's going to be able to find the first kill, and the Sense diving on in. Going to be able to find the kill on Baz. Perfect denial on this site. Nork, he's not going to be good for another one, as Senthiel is going to be able to clean up shot. Finds 2, and from behind, Captain Gert. Here's the footsteps. Going to be a good, and finding that single kill there. The bomb looking to get plant. Magneto unable to deny it initially. The spray comes out, but he sees the smoke comes in. He's confused what to aim at. And now that's going to be another round on the board for B8. A round that should not have fallen in their hands, but they're able to bring it back from the brink.
Apeks with a few missteps there. That is unfortunate. I mean, they were looking so good when this round kicked off. A few small mistakes, a few missed swings, and a few, you know, inopportune moments. And Bait very quickly swing that back in their favor. JKM is going to be forced to have to save here. Not much more to be done. It's not even worth risking trying to get an exit. Oh, the bomb hands him one for free. I mean, they still got money, but it's not the ideal scenario to be in when you've lost so many. I say so many. You've lost a few rounds and looking to try and make this a little bit of a statement. Apeks now going to take the timeout. I think very necessary. That last gun round, they've really struggled on the gun rounds. Really. I mean, they did manage to win a couple, but a lot of it came down to heroics. So need to just take a moment to read into Bait a little bit better. Reassess the game plan. Because they're just getting run over. And the problem has been stabilizing. They tend to be a lot more explosive, but when they come down to the lower numbers, they do struggle a little bit to maintain the control. So you need to see them kind of work on that a bit more. And unfortunately in this round, not much money to work on. So the equalizer should actually happen a little bit later than anticipated. But we should see the 9-9 by the end of this round.
No, a couple of pistols still upgraded here. JKM with the Deagle. We'll have to wait and see if that's actually even going to make any worth. The P250 in the fray as well. Close proximity in towards caves or, well, Jaguar area. Yeah, taking their time. STYKO with the Molotov is going to get burnt out position. He gets dropped. Might be the perfect distraction. But still an angle you're going to be checking it. Even though you find one kill. No, okay, I was wrong. Apparently you don't check that for a secondary player. Thinking the Molotov burned him out, but it had not. Good switch up. Spray coming through. Baz almost going to be able to find a kill through the wall. Does take a little bit of damage back in return. We've got Senthiel going in for the rotation over towards A. We have Sense over there with the USP, so not really a strong gun to try and defend with. And this is known, obviously, by the opposition. They may maybe we'll have this on time. Baz going to be peeking around the corner, but he misses the check. He's going to die. It's NPL. Captain Kurtka able to find a couple of kills. That is essentially the round over. Agadies are going to be trying to find any kind of exit frags. 21 kills on the board now. Finding his first kill of the half is this one. He'd done enough in the first half. Should be able to sit on his laurels and let his teammates catch up, but at the same time, if they're not going to be filling in the gaps, you got to be doing something. He's going to be peeking on through. He wants to make sure he even gets a kill. Making sure one of them dies, but pushed a little bit too early.
Unfortunately, shots just not connecting in a meaningful way. They do keep it relatively expensive. I mean, 2 kills there, not half bad, but not the best scenario either. Would have wanted a little bit more out of that one. I'm glad to see that we are having a much closer affair than we may have expected coming into this based on recent results. Neither one of these two teams really willing to give an inch here. And of course, they do have the blanket or the mattress of the lower bracket. Wow. All right. Sense with the happy feet there ensures that a Senthil dies. You take that trade.
Burn, burn, burn. In a ring of fire. There we go. Apeks equalizing out the manpower here, but advantage should still safely sit in D8 side. Just due to T-side things. Kaganito is going to be in a dangerous position here. Owner has got some utility to chuck on in. Him and NPL could clear out this position. See, there's a secondary player in towards caves as well. Kaganito in perfect position. They both find the kills. Him and Nork. That's going to give them such an advantage for the rest of this round. But Nork falls a little bit too short, unable to find that next kill. The Molotov's burning away the player in towards that position. This could still be B8s. Kaganito now going in for the backstab. Slow response from Apeks. They know they've got to split up here. Sense. He's going to be 13 HP strong at the moment, pushing on through this smoke. He has to wait. He has to be the last one to make a move here. Shots coming through. Time is counting down. They do not have time to be messing around. Baz goes in for the first kill. Well, ain't going to be good for the Captain Kurtka. Turns around, shoots at the wrong player. Sense. He may actually still be dead because the bomb zone on this map is ridiculous. Okay, he survives, but only just. Look at that map bomb zone. Like, that is ridiculous.
It's massive. It's absolutely unreal.
He was on the other side of CT spawn at the entrance of Temple. The bomb was planted default.
Yes, but did he die?
That is pretty much half the map. All right.
That was dangerously close. I think Bait definitely kind of sweating from that round. Apeks keeping it as close as humanly possible. They were a little bit slow on the retake, unfortunately, and I understand why. You know you're in a severely disadvantageous position. You don't really have any information, and unfortunately, sure, they get all the kills, they take away all of the guns, but no time whatsoever to even attempt a defuse. Now, for the first time in a hot minute, Bait take the lead. Back in control, back in the driver's seat. Apex's money completely shattered, just about. It's very, very broken, and by the end of this round, if they can't somehow find some success here, very little to work with. And Bait will claw ever closer to map point. That map 3 very much still on the cards for us.
I think we're going there, but we shall see. We've seen something similar to this before. Apeks could bounce back. They've got a bit of a desperate round here. Like last rounds, obviously, like you're saying, it makes sense as to why Apeks were playing slow on that retake. It could have been different if Norks wasn't alone on that site, but the Molotov really denied the secondary player being able to push in and help. Sense was just blocked off. All right, here we go. Over towards A. It's going to be just every single player. Free take here. This is unfortunate. Look how much utility and players have pushed over towards that B ramp position, but it was the wrong call, unfortunately. Now they have to go in for the retake. Already losing players left, right, and center, but nah. Kakanito is going to be able to be good for one. They do have one kit. Sense. He's the man to watch here. as soon as he goes down and that gets out of play, they need to drop and run. But the time is almost halfway down. They have to make a move. Okay, Nido going to be pushing on through here. Finds the player, gets the headshot. It's on. They can make a play for this. There's a player boosted up. NPL behind the boxes as well. They're going to have to play in a fast for this. The time is ticking down. Sense has to get on the bomb. He's going in for the charge here. Get the plant and defuse on in. If he gets dropped, that's it. That is the round. That is 11th round on the board, along with 1.5 players dying there. nawwk is the only one to survive with an AK in hand. And he'll be upgrading to an AWP for sure.
In a round where they had very little to work with, Kakanito keeps it ridiculously close. 24 and 14. That number just keeps ticking over. I mean, the closest player on the server to him is sitting on 15, which is NPL. That is almost a 10-kill differential for one player. The man has been exceptional, but his job's not over yet. Apeks need one more to get themselves at the very least to double digits. And every round that they lose puts them in more and more danger of just not having anything to fight back with when Bait finally get it to their own map.
Not going to be able to find that shot through the boxes. Same with Kakanito. They take 2 kills in. They need more than that. The economy's not there for B8 to come back with, so they know they have to play careful. They have to make the right decisions, because a one mistake could leave Apeks coming back into an equalizer here. Even taking all the way through to 12 rounds. In towards mid they go. Captain Kurtko is going to be the first one peeking on in. No one challenged immediately, but JK is waiting. He's going to be jumping up above the boxes. He's going to get caught off guard. No, he turns! JK is far too, lackluster with the shots there. Does some damage, but not a kill. Eventually, trade does come through, of course. It's going to be Kakanito now sitting on 26 kills. Solid 11 kills ahead of NPL. And NPL going to be peeking on through, but he's going to get shot from both sides. Leaving the one and only NPL to try and claw something back from this round, Sam. And I just don't see it happening. Unless... Hang on a minute. Oh no, he's making footsteps. They know where he's at. He's not going to expect the shot behind. There we go. Perfect. Really well played from side of Apeks. They only lose one player.
I love the collapse there as well. Just full on taking control. That first kill, so instrumental. And off the back of that, they're able to pivot quite nicely. And they find themselves on the double digits. And here's the thing. Bait down to pistols. They've kept control for quite a few rounds here. They've kept themselves in a strong position. But this round, this has got to be an Apeks round. Without any kind of shadow of a doubt. But from there, it's so difficult to call. This could very easily be an overtime map as well. And then, oh, God knows. Anyone's game at that point. I think the round after this one is going to be very telling. That's going to be the major swing round where we're going to see, all right, who's more likely to walk away with the map win here. I've loved seeing Apex's map control. As much as they lose out in a few instances where Bait, get a little bit more aggressive and take that space a lot more handedly, Apeks generally have a solid understanding of the map in general, and they're able to play off of that really well.
From the AK play, it's going to be able to find multiple, but it's going to be nawwk from the sidelines. Picking out most of the kills. Only losing one player. Honestly, pretty good. Could have lost none, but at the end of the day, they got the equalizer, Sam. Here we are, once again. Map to map. Just back and forth. We saw such a dominant performance from Apeks on the T side. But you know what? B8, they've come in and done the exact same.
I love that this is a far more close affair. I think a 13-4, like a repeat, would have been really sad to watch. But like we said, the stakes are so much higher in this tournament. So Apeks really have put pedal to the metal here. And look at this early util space denial. Now they can push forward a little bit. They can be a little bit more aggressive. And again, winning this round, or at the very least, getting an opening kill here could put them on the path to a pretty easy round win. And then we're on map and series point. This is the round. This is the swing. This is the one that both teams desperately need in their back pocket.
I do like this from B8, though. They're just allowing the push to come through. A lot of utility being used. This is going to be making this hold a lot harder for Apeks, and we've still got a minute left. And there's 0 kills that have happened, so B8 just know they can just play with time here. The rotation coming back over towards A main. Maybe in towards mid. Maybe they decide to just take control here. That may not be the best position to take unless they can smoke out highway. Smoke from Baz. Top to follow. It's going to be cutting sense off from his teammates. Maybe just actually good bait to try and force players out. Oh, Nok misses the shots. That was a crucial one. 30 seconds left on the clock though, Sam. They have to make a move and make it now. Over towards A, they throw themselves at. It's going to be a 2v5 situation on that site. The rotation from the rest of Apeks needs to happen now. Very good position. First shot from Nok lands. He gets the kills. STYKO's going to be taking the first initial kill. He is going to get burnt out. Eventually found through the smoke. No, never mind. It's going to be Baz left in a 1v3. Finds that first kill. Makes it that 1v3. 4 seconds left on the clock as he finishes the plant. Never mind. Doesn't even get to finish the plant.
Oh man, I loved what Bait were doing, right? You said it. They were baiting out that util, getting it off the board as quickly as humanly possible, throwing a little bit of util themselves just to try and sell that maybe it's going to be the B after all. The full rotate over towards A, and it should have been heavily in their favor. 3-person advantage as they start to make their way in, but Nork so quick on the draw, so quick to get that first kill, and the follow-up was fantastic, and Bait just did not stand a chance. Map and series point here for Apeks, and a huge gun advantage. I don't know what Bait are going to do to pull this out of the bag, but it's going to have to be a miracle.
They left it far too late last round. They thought they would be able to play a little bit smarter in towards the mid, but they got denied. They had to all go in through A main. Unfortunately for them, Nork, he was just having none of it. He was completely awake for that AWP. STYKO was able to just do a good job on almost giving up his life and just getting a couple of kills. Really made the difference in the end. Benito wants to try and find 3 kills, but he gets none. He gets dropped. This could be the round, actually. Sense. He's going to be good for 1, but they've already got control of this site. He has to back off. This could be the overtime counter here. He's dropped before being able to find a kill. Oh, Cynthia with the kill an AWP player as well. It's going to be a 2v3. Make that a 2v2 as JKM is able to find multiple, but only down to that point. And now the man of the hour, the guy everyone has been trying to cool on, Owner around that position. STYKO doesn't check the corner. It's over. We are going to overtime. Oh my god. It was so close there, but Apeks unable to close it out. They played so aggressive down towards B ramp the prior rounds. This time they chose not to, and they got punished for it.
Yeah, I said it needed to be a miracle, and it was just about that. With a pistol rushing in to get the kill onto the player on site. And the retake at that point is messy. Apeks getting, I think, maybe a little bit ahead of themselves. A little bit too eager. They just don't have the patience that they need. And they get sprayed down. A round that Bait should never have won, but they make it happen. Overtime. On a map that in the past had been a complete wash. Kudos to Apeks, but well done for B8 being able to bring things back and not give up the control entirely. They're still in with a fighting chance.
A little bit of match pause coming out here. MR12 has definitely led to more overtimes coming out. From what I've seen anyway. Lots of pressure for Apeks here. If they can get, you know, a decent amount of rounds on this first half here, we saw how well they could perform on the T side, but the same can be said for B8. They've obviously both sort of performed pretty much similar on both sides. I mean, it must actually obviously be exactly the same here. I'm interested now. Owner, a little bit AFK there. Finally coming back. Should be seen it on pause in a moment. Which way are they going to go, though? And are Apeks going to be playing aggressive down over towards B again or not?
A lot of their aggression has actually been pretty successful. So I wouldn't hate to see a little bit more of it, especially like when you consider a couple rounds back, Bait plays super slow. They wait too long. They finally get in towards site, and they just get absolutely mowed down by, you know, nawwk with an AK, with an AWP, and a very well secured site, even with only 2 players. The aggression pushes. It's another kind of high risk, high reward strategy. You get a lot of early information, and you could potentially get a kill from that. And if you can back away at the same time, you've given yourself the most ridiculous advantage. But if you push out aggressively and you just get mowed down, you've achieved next to nothing. Maybe a little bit of information at best. But for now, play a little bit more passive. Jesus!
He started shooting before the smoke had even faded because Linnaid and nawwk just playing aggressive in towards mid. This is looking good. STYKO from above, able to find that initial kill. Baz, he goes in for more. And STYKO, he wants it all. He takes himself 3 kills. This time from that position, he successfully finds the kills and the shots so badly needed. There's been moments in which he has failed to achieve that like those kills when needed, but this time round, he delivers.
Oh man, Technito's almost on a 30 bomb as well. Like, I know that wasn't like a him round, but damn.
So yeah, obviously keep in mind, like 27 kills before overtime, it's absolutely amazing. So I'm interested to see what he gets after. You know, there's something to be said about that B8 have been fairly uniform across the board. They've stayed on around the same kills as a team. Santiago with the opener onto nawwk. And we see them open up over towards A. Owner, this time not going to be falling for the same player. Should be their round. NPL going to be holding towards Red Room, ready and willing to go for that backstab. Classic standard A take. Apeks might as well go for this. Thanks to winning that previous round, they can safely buy into the last round of the first half of overtime. It's going to be 2 players coming in from Temple. NPL going to be going in for the backstab. You can hear the footsteps. He has to make a little bit more of a speedy approach, but now he can slow down. Sense going in for the defuse. He's actually going to be protected from this player as well. The shot's going to be coming through. They're going to be able to find multiple kills, but they don't know where this last player is. But JKM, it doesn't matter. The bomb's going to go off. He's going to die. And we go to the next round.
Just a perfect allegory for this entire map. Just so back and forth. So close. Round for round. Blow for blow. And it just keeps going. Bog standard A-take, as you said. Great little bit of util to slow Apeks down. And with that numbers advantage, once they're able to get themselves into position, retake is next to impossible. So maintain that control for as long as humanly possible. And go into yet another round.
I like this push over towards the supply position, getting that early aggression out, getting some early information. Some utility going to get traded on over as well from nawwk. Nade goes out. It's going to allow B8 to see through the smoke. They're going to be doing a 3-man push in towards mid, but that's going to be quickly changed up thanks to the secondary smoke coming down here. Slow play. We saw how this, how it worked out last time for B8, and they were in this position. It did not. So I'd like to see that change. Another Molotov going to be coming out, ruining the execution for B8. But they can still go for it, though. The Molotov's going to be finishing very shortly, but JKM is going to be able to find 2, not 3. He does get denied. But still, the job is done. And Kakanito, he wants to try and find that 30 kill, and he does exactly that. 6 bullets left in the mag. Baz still alive and kicking, but for how long? It's going to be another flash coming through, denying him the push. Molotov's going to be going out, pushing a player out. That's going to be Kakanita going down. North misses the shots. This is unfortunate. It's falling apart. The defense crumbles. Bomb goes down, and STYKO, the last one left alive. It's going to be Captain Kirk. Good peeking around the corner. He's going to get dropped. The fuse kit on the player as well. 16 bullets left. 14 rather. He has the advantage. 33 HP left on Baz, but he has no idea where he's at. No utility either. He just has to push. Play for the game here. He's going to be able to find the kill as well. Flicks on over towards Baz. Baz had his full HP there. May well have survived and won it, but no. Instead, 14th round to Apeks, and they have the advantage going into the second half here, Sam.
Yeah, shockingly close round. Apeks should never allow it to get quite that close. But the important part for them is that they win the round. And as long as you have that going for you, doesn't matter how the round is won. As long as that scoreline continues to tick up. One more round here for Apeks will put them once again on map and series point. And for Bait, I mean, we've seen it. This continuous back and forth. Can they drag another round through for themselves? They had a pretty decent CT side when we kicked off at the start of this map. They need to draw on that same bit of energy here. Try and stem the tide of Apeks. Because Apeks, they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're headed for that finish line.
Baz tries his best, but Kaganito's there to deny it. 2 kills, going to be doing wonders for Apeks coming in further into this round. They just have to slow it down. They don't need to go full pedal to the metal. You see it has slowed down a little bit here. BA now left to wonder. NPL. Oh, here's the player next to him. He's going to be able to find this kill easy. But he could just wait. The trigger discipline is huge. He knows on this front. Oh, eventually coming through as Captain Kurt is able to get the kill on Kakanito. The advantage was here for Apeks. They had it in barrels. Now they've just thrown it away. JM on the other side of the map. He's going to be able to find an initial kill. It's going to be a good distraction as his teammate's going to be pushing on over towards the site. Holding this position. He misses the shots, and now nawwk knows he has to do everything he can. Waits for a second. Now going in for the plant. Eventually going to be able to get it, but he has to play in an aggressive position here if he wants to win it. If he just holds the basic slight, I think it'll be over. But who am I? What do I know? Smoke does get dissipated temporarily. First shot lands. It goes down. Works on in his favor. Peeks around. Gets the second one. Should never have doubted that position. What a play. Hitting the first kill. That smoke going down. Forcing them to play a little bit of a YOLO play.
Having that smoke in that last moment there makes such a difference. And I also love the bait play as well, right? Like, you've got AWP with bomb all the way over towards B main. You've now got a player pushing in through red all the way in towards CT spawn. And obviously, it is part of a flank. Like, it's part of the setup. But it draws all of the attention from Bait as well. So nawwk has all the time in the world to go for the plant. Map and series point here for Apeks. And then if they can pull off something magical again...
So close, yet so far. Advantage on B8 almost immediately. Oh, game's crashed. We're going to be coming back to our faces there, as we may well end up missing out on the potentially final round there. But Jacob going down right off the bat there is unfortunate. His spray was off point. He was 14 points of damage away from getting the kill there, so a single more shot anywhere on the body would have gotten him that kill.
Yeah, unfortunately, guys, CS2, this does still happen from time to time, you know. We've seen it, we saw it at the major, in fact.